Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I have Jason Dallas on the line, and he's a producer and director over at 3KM Productions, and this episode is part of our AFM, so American Film Market series, where we bring you the best of those that attended, participated in, and really all the above AFM in Los Angeles, California, where it was at this year, or Century City. And Jason, welcome to the show.
Adam, thank you for having me, sir. I appreciate it.
All right. Well, we got a lot to talk about here today. I definitely want to get into what you're doing over at 3KM Productions, talk about what you're working on, and also get into your background, like how you got started in this business. But I guess just to get us going here, your AFM experience, talk to me. A lot of people this year. How did it go for you?
It went really well. It was a different time for me this year because we have a film that we're making next year, fully funded, ready to go. So this year, it was really about creating relationships with these companies to get them to where they would let us update them as we went. So it wasn't so much, hey, let's sell a product or raise money for a product or even get a script greenlit. And it really put them at ease because walking in there and them not, basically me not asking for money, made them go, oh my gosh, what are you doing? How's it happening? And it's very fortuitous that I'm talking to you because the film that we're doing is a true story, and the people that we're doing it with want to make films that matter. And so they're inspirational stories of truth of how people have overcome just normal everyday odds that people deal with, but in a very special way. And these are the type of films that they want to make. And so we're really introducing these to, and we got lucky enough to meet with stars. We met with WME, we met with Angel Studios, and we met with Lionsgate. So we were really very lucky that people were open to this kind of idea.
Man, that's awesome. I love it. And I think it goes, how long have you been in the business now, by the way? How long have you been doing it?
I've been in since 2000. So yes, for 25 years.
It doesn't surprise me. I was going to say it's interesting, like there's a correlation between maturing in any business or any industry, and I feel like sometimes we take that for granted, and I'm like, yeah, you sound like you've been doing this for a while, you know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate that. Yeah, you just get to a point where you're like, look, it's fun, but it's a job, and the nervousness goes out the window. It's just people talking to people, and if you can help each other, great. If you can't, there's no foul. Just you got to find the right people.
Yeah. How did you get into the business? Where did that start for you?
Funny enough, I started acting, believe it or not, and there was a point in time where I'm like, you know what, I'm going to make my own little film so I can be the lead and all this, hoping to get more acting parts. And the film ended up doing well at a festival and ended up getting bought by a single, like, indie movie house. And I got contacted, but the people wanted me to direct the film and not act in it. And I was like, ugh. And they're like, what's your rate? I'm like, I'm sorry, what? They go like, what's your rate? I'm like, oh, wait, you're going to pay me to direct your film? They're like, yeah. I'm like, well, that's awesome. And then the rest is history.
That's funny.
But yeah, it's just you never know.
I love that story. You said, wait a minute, you're going to pay me? Hold on, I'm in. Where do I sign up? That's
cool.
Yeah,
I thought it was all just indie stuff, and they're going to be like, oh, come and direct because you did this thing. And they're like, no, we have a budget. I'm like, amazing. Let's talk more. So
yeah, that's great. And I like it. So now that you're behind the camera lens,
I'll be honest with you. I think I enjoy that the most. Telling the story is what we're all doing. But from the director of photography to the actor to the music, you really push them to be the most creative they can, and then you collaborate with them into this one amazing artistic voice of a story. And I really enjoy helping people become the best they can be.
Yeah, that's great. And I love that perspective, like that you bring to this and what that means, because I feel like, to me, if you have the ability to just even be in the industry and be around and do what you love, it's a joy. There's a certain thing in there so that now you found different ways to do what you want to do and to be able to do that. And now you're bringing, you didn't use this word, but I'll use it, like kind of almost like teamwork. I know I've heard this, like we become mini families, we become this, we become that when you're in a production. But to me, I think it's something special.
It is. It's a blessing to be able to do anything in this industry because it's hard to make a living at it, much less get into. So if you found your niche and a way to do it, then just you count every day as a blessing and as something that, you know, is the moment you lose sight of that, I say you should get out. If you don't see that setting foot on a set or a stage or anything you can do to bring a story to the masses, then you shouldn't be there anymore because it is just that special. And you should have fun doing it. And I only want to work with people that you get together, you collaborate, you have fun. There's no need for attitude or ego because what we're doing is just that, fun. And so many other people want this opportunity. So make the most of yours and appreciate that you have it.
Yeah. Let's get into your process a little bit as a director. Like, what does it take for you to take something from inception to final product? Like, go through, and obviously we could spend days on that, but give me some high level. What do you go through?
Sure. It's pretty simple. Usually I'd like to be able to, if I'm not writing the script for you, I'd like to be able to have a little bit with the script so we can really manage how the story is going to be seen and to make sure that it has the pacing and flow that you want. Once we get that script to a point where I think it has a movie potential of being interesting and hills, valleys, and emotion, then really at that point it's finding the right collaborators. Let's find the right people with the right vision to bring it to life the way we see it. And then you get all those creative people in that pot. And to me, it's pretty fast after that. The money's the money, and that'll come or it won't. But really, then it's getting on set and incorporating a vision. And my job is to have the vision. My job is to be the funnel. Take all those creative voices and funnel it down to this one amazing vision. If I can see the movie in my head, then everybody else will be able to get there. And I hope people surprise me with their creativity to do something different that I didn't see, and I'll make that work. So that's really the process. And that you're in post, and I like the people involved to see what we're doing in post, because again, they might have some ideas that we didn't think about that can really help the audience hear or feel more about what we're trying to deliver. The process is really all about collaboration. It's really an excitement of voices and creativity come together with one centralized vision. And my main job is to provide that central vision that we all strive to go after. And it's really, I try to keep it that simple. There's ins and outs of all of it, but like you said, high level, if I can see the film in my head, then I know we're ready to go.
Yeah. So looking at when you're looking for projects that you want to work on, you mentioned obviously you had one that you already had, you were selling like how do you choose your projects? Take me into that process a bit.
It's a great question. I have to have something that I would want to watch. We can all say, ooh, that's gritty, or that I have to want to watch it. So if I'm reading something, I can be like, this is going to be a good film, but it's not my style, then I can't put myself in that situation, not a bad one, just I know I'm not going to enjoy what I'm making. And if I make it to what I enjoy, it's probably not going to be what the writer or the production company or the producers want. I choose projects that I know that we adhere creatively. Like the one I'm on, I wrote what I think the film should be based on the true story. And I told the producer straight up, if you like this, then we're on the same page, let's do it. If you don't, no offense, but then we're not creatively compatible and you need to find someone that you agree with because we'll just argue. So really, at the end of the day, I like any kind of story. I just need to be creatively compatible.
That there, what you just said, that there's experience, by the way, Jason, huh? I bet you earlier in your career you didn't quite know that, huh?
No, I only
You weren't born with that knowledge, or were you?
Back in the day, it was like if it had ninjas in it, I would do it. If not, I wasn't doing it. Now you just want a good collaborator and a good creative person with you. So you're right. You're right.
I love the voice. Love the voice of experience there, man. Yeah. And it's interesting. So this whole AFM series, some of the individuals I've talked to, they're seasoned like yourself. They've been doing this a while, and then some are a little bit newer. And it's so fun for me to be able to hear like all the different stages. And not saying one's better or worse. It's just different stages of creativity and evolution. So not picking on anybody, but it's just fun for me to hear the different stages. And I'm like, I bet you've got some stories on that.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
You learned that one at some point, like.
Yeah, it's also how you take AFM, because I'm sitting in some of those sessions and the people on the stage are obviously operating at a very high level. They're in the millions and millions. And some of the people in the audience are in the hundreds of thousands. And I really hope they have enough experience where they can adapt the information they're getting to their level, because what the people are talking about, you're not ready. Some of those people aren't ready for yet, but it's still great information to adapt to your level and understand the process that they're dealing with and where you want to get to.
Yeah, a piece of it's aspirational too. That's what I like about those conferences too. Not just this one, but like you go to a lot other conferences and things that I go to that aren't necessarily entertainment, because I cover a lot of different stories and different niches and host a bunch of shows. And I always think about it and I'm like, man, you could see it. And it's fun to be in the aspirational side there, even just to daydream for a minute and be like, wow, if you were working with that kind of a budget on the film, holy smokes. That stuff scares me. I'm like, when these budgets get bigger and you're thinking about it, I'm like, man, that's scary.
Trust me, one of the things, and it's been told to me, that people like about me is that I always look at it as other people's money. I'm like, this is not my money. So I do get, hey, this is not ours, so let's spend it like it's our dad's money, meaning we're going to be very careful with it. Because, as the budget is bigger, there's a lot more pressure to make sure you make a great film and don't go over. I'm like, if you can't get it in for this, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. It's great. It's great. I feel like good words of wisdom there, and I like it. I think there's a lot to that. Jason, man, this has been fun. It's been fun having you on here and rapping about what you're up to. What's next for you? I know you got a film coming up. What else? What's going on over at 3KM Productions?
No, I appreciate you letting me self-advertise for a little bit. Yeah, we actually are currently working on a documentary with a Hall of Fame baseball player. His name's Frank Thomas, or known to the Chicago White Sox as the Big Hurt. So we're doing his biopic.
Come on, who doesn't know who Frank Thomas is? That's amazing. Congratulations. That's maybe because I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Michigan originally, and he's about my time that he would have been playing when I was younger and watching. But yeah, that's cool. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, he's been great to work with, and clearly he went to college with Bo Jackson and played on. So we've got to interview Bo Jackson and just a bunch of fantasy baseball players for me, that is. So it's been really a lot of fun doing that. We also have been entertaining a new company which would specialize in Hallmark-style films or rom-com-style films, being that there's such a big market for it. And I've done about 4 of them already in my history. So we're looking, and we met actually with some financiers at AFM to possibly do a startup company that would make anywhere from 6 to 10 of those a year, because you can turn them out in a way because they only take 2 weeks to shoot. So we got that. We're working on that. I'm going on a live tour. Our company is producing actually on the 28th. If you ever saw the movie A Christmas Story with Ralphie.
Of course.
So we take that movie on the road.
Who hasn't seen that?
I appreciate that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we take the movie on the road with Peter Billingsley, and you get to watch the movie, and then he comes out, and I moderate, and he and I just sit up there and answer questions and talk about how it was to make the movie. So we're going to be doing that over the Christmas season. And then last but not least, we are working on a Narcos drug enforcement film, because the 3rd highest ranking member of the Medellin cartel under Pablo Escobar got out of prison last year, and he and his book representatives have reached out to us to start developing a film based on his life story. So we got a few little things here and there.
Man, that's awesome. I love to hear this. So hold on. No, I shouldn't even do this tie-in. I can't help myself. From a Christmas story to Narcos. Come on, baby.
I
couldn't help myself. I'm sorry, Jason. I couldn't do it.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah,
I understand. I just couldn't help myself. I love it. It's great. It's a great story. And I feel like creatively, it's got to be fun for you to be able to have these different experiences and just to be in these different areas. Even like the rom-coms, everything else, it's got to be fun creatively, huh?
Oh, it is, because you meet these people who are so passionate about these projects. And so you get excited because not only can you find the story and the creativity and getting to do it, but you're seeing them get excited that you're going to make it happen for them. And that's a reward all to itself as well. So it really fuels this. Not only am I getting to do it, but we're making somebody else's dream or project or whatever they want to call it true. And that's what we're doing for this one company. It's based on true stories. It's an alcoholic story of overcoming and not only overcoming, but then fixing his entire life in such a way that I couldn't even believe it was true. And that's what we're shooting in February of next year. And so and the people that are involved are so excited that we took it on, and they just cannot wait to get filming. It's a reward all to itself.
That's amazing. Last question here, Jason. How do people, if they want to follow your work, see your work, follow you on social, go to websites, anything else, how do people connect?
I would say we're a little boutique, so we're a little harder to find, but if they do want to go to Instagram at 3KM Productions, so we're right there. We do try to post from set and from our productions, and I'm fairly reachable that way. We have people that are always on looking at who's direct messaging us. So yeah, that'd probably be the best way.
Awesome. Perfect. And for everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes. So you can just click on it, head right on over. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. So that means each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, new interviews, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button so you don't miss any of the upcoming episodes. We have a lot of great stuff planned for you. And Jason, this has really been a blast. Thanks so much for coming on. And tell Frank Thomas I said, hey, holla at your boy. Come on. I'm looking forward to watching that movie when it comes out. That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you so much, Zach. I can't appreciate it enough. This has been great.